Welcome back to the channel, guys. Episode 46 of the Youth Academy Challenge. We're officially now the longest one on the channel. Last series was 45 episodes. Go and check that out if you haven't already. It was in Italy. Today, though, we've got the youth intake. Let's do this. Yes, it's youth intake time, guys. So you know what we're all here for. The young players coming through. Now, I am going to show you the preview. But first, we're just going to touch on everything else. So, we're first in the league. As you'd expect, we are first by 11 points. We've only lost one game. Very annoying. We lost to FC Northland. Away from home, 1-0. Should have won the game. Doesn't matter, I suppose. I would like to do an invincible season before we finish this save. I don't know how quick we're going to finish this save. I don't know if we're going to finish it. I mean, with FM now putting their date back until the end of November, we've got a little bit longer to try and finish this. But yeah, I'll try and crack on. Try and get a season out every single episode, which will be tough. So the days in between are going to be a bit longer. Maybe 3 days rather than 2. But yeah, I will try and get a season every single time. Because I think the half-season ones, I need to speed it up a little bit now. So that's the league table. Someone else also asked about how the youth team are doing. Now, they're just winning the league every season. It's pretty simple. They're just winning the league every single season. So not really much to see there, honestly. Finances, taking care of themselves. We've got a ridiculous amount of money. Some of the players are getting slightly better, so I will show you them now if you want, and then we'll go on to the intake, because I doubt we're going to have many elite talents now. So the intake side of things will take a bit less time. So what I'll do is I'll put the youngsters on that are getting better and improving. There's a few, actually, so let's show them now. First one, we're going to go at right back, is Martin Linskow. Now, Martin Linskow is a very, very good professional personality. He's played 18 starts this season. I don't know why you can randomly play on the left wing. It's weird. I don't get it. I mean, he's got a bit of pace. He could probably do it as a defensive winger, but I didn't retrain him there. He came through with a right back, right wing back, and a left midfield. Don't ask. It's weird. So, yeah, he's going to be quite clearly our right back in our Champions League winning team. That's it if we win it, obviously, but he will be in the team that's getting to the Champions League semi-finals and finals. We just need that bit of extra luck. I'm pretty certain he's got the potential to get to a 3.5-star, 4-star player and be one of our best players, just based on my experience playing these types of saves. So, currently, I'm working on his agility and his balance, because I want his agility to go up. Obviously, I don't need his balance to go up, but agility, I want it to get to at least 13. And then once it's at 13... physicals I'll stay away from, and I'll go and work on his maybe his dribbling or his crossing and his composure. I'll get his 9s and 10s up to 12s and just complete him a little bit, polish him off, should we call it. So he is playing at right back for us and he's doing quite well. Now I'm going to go to another guy that is also right back and centre back, and I'm thinking about doing something with him, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So the other one is Rasmus Kofoed. Now I've spoken about him before, but he's improving really. He's now a wonder kid. Actually a wonder kid. 13 acceleration, 13 pace, 15 jumping. So I think long term this guy might be centre back. Now someone said that when he first came through a few episodes ago now. Well, a lot of episodes ago. And I did retrain him because he could only play right back and left back. And I did retrain him to centre back because he was 6'2", and someone in the comments did say that. Good decision. He's got 18 decision making. Now I think I'm going to put him centre-back, and that means that I can fit him in. Rather than Linskow and Kofoed fighting for time, I want to get my best team, or potential best team, into the 11. I need the 11 best players to be playing the games. So, my thought process is maybe Kofoed goes and plays centre-back. Next to him, we have Ella Have, who I'll show you in a second. He's not a youngster, but I'll just show you him for context. Linskow right-back. This intake here, it said that there's a couple of fullbacks coming through. So if it's a left back, that would be amazing. If it's a right back, I might have to retrain someone. I might not get a fullback, to be honest. The preview sometimes isn't reliable, but I'm thinking this guy may be centre back next to Ella Have, Linskow at right back, and then people are thinking, what are you going to do with Argard? Now this is Argard. Now I don't think he's improved too much since he came through. If we have a look at his progress, let's have a look. All time, honestly, he hasn't improved that much. Now, I'll get rid of my camera just for a second so you can see that. Mentally, he's improved the most in decision-making and composure, but that's because I hard focused that. Everything else is not... His strength's gone up to 14, his jumping reach has gone up to 13. Now, I don't think he's the greatest, or will be the greatest centre-back. Now, I need to work on his passing because I'm thinking that he's going to go into defensive midfield. And the reason being, I've got a vision, and in my vision, I want a halfback. I want a halfback, Agard to drop into the middle, Kofued and Ella have, and then hopefully 2 flying wing backs. That is my hope in the future. So I think he might go defensive midfield next. Again, 8 passing's a worry, 10 composure. Let me know what you guys think. I could even maybe retrain Kofued to play in DM. But that's what I'm thinking right now. It's not the end of the... It's not like a foregone conclusion. It's not something that's set in stone. He's also wanted by everybody, but he's quite happy. He's quite happy here, I think. He's got a contract for 3 more years and then another 3 years with an optional extension, so it's fine. Once I can negotiate another one, I will do, because I want to keep keeping him as much as possible. I'll give him 50 grand if I have to, that's fine. So I'm thinking him DM in the future, because our DM isn't improving any, and he's not quite good enough to play in Champions League finals and semi-finals. And that's now what I have to start thinking about. Players on the pitch that are going to be good enough to compete against your Newcastles, your Cities, Real Madrid, the usual suspects, right? So that's what we need to go for. So I'm thinking Agard in defensive midfield. Slightly worrying that he's not improving too much. Now, he's already quite good, but I would like him to improve a little bit more. He says he could improve slightly, so I do think he's pretty much at his potential. So when he came through, he was pretty much as good as he's ever going to be. In fact, that was the same with the other 2 guys that came through. If you've been watching the series from the start, around episode 20-something, I think it was, we got 2 players through. Argerson, who's still playing, and Shimoan, the guy I just mentioned, DM. They both came through as a 4.5-star players. They were both by far the best players when they came through at 16 or 15. They didn't really improve too much past the original attributes. It's going to be the same with Agard, unfortunately. So it looks amazing when they come through and they're very, very good. But often, they don't have too much potential to grow into. They're just very, very good straight away. Now, I'm going to use Wayne Rooney as an example for that. But Wayne Rooney was amazing. I still think he got better throughout his career. But he was amazing at 16. And he was just continually amazing through his career. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't really a massive... He was just always very good. So, pretty similar to that. This is Elahav. I'm going to show you him quickly because he's not going to improve. He's as good as he's going to be. But I think I can win a Champions League with this guy at centre-back. I've won a Champions League with worse at centre-back. He's averaged over a 7 in the Champions League. That is the fact. Worth 32 million, 40 grand a week. He's wanted by a couple of good Premier League teams, to be fair. But he's got a 4-year contract and then another 3 years on top of that. So I've got him for all of his 20s, really. And yeah, he's got very good stats. 15 anticipation, 15 concentration, 15 decision making. They're elite stats. 14 tackling, 17 marking, 16 positioning. He's got pace as well, and he's strong. So don't need to worry about Elahav. He's just going to be a consistent member of the team now. The only other one that I'm going to show in the first team who's 5-star potential is Nikolai Jensen. Now, Jensen is a weird one because he's playing quite well all the time. But he's not improving that much. He says he could improve a lot. And I keep seeing it's 5-star potential. That's never moved. It's never once gone down to 4.5, which is usually the telltale sign that they're not going to improve much more. He's always stayed 5. But he's been at 2.5 for ages now. If I look at his progress. I mean, he's gone up since the start of the season. And he's going up slightly, but that's still 2.5 to 3. And he went to 3. And he's gone back down to 2.5. I don't fully understand what's happening with him. He should be improving faster than he is. I'm going to keep trying with him. But Gartenman, who is currently back up to him, because I'm trying to give him game time, Gartenman here, I could win a Champions League with him. So if in doubt, and Janssen proves to be not a player that's going to improve too much more, then Jensen will stay on the bench. He's a very good bench player. And Gartenman will just start. He's 24 now, so he's pushing. He's getting on, which is crazy. But yeah, I can win a Champions League with him. So now I've got to start looking at the players and thinking, can I get to a Champions League final with you? And if the answer is yes, then they're just going to play. But yeah, it's quite obvious that I can with him. So that's the youngsters and a smattering of the older players that I'm going to plan around. This intake preview I'm going to show you now. Goalkeeper was an A and fullbacks was an A. Now my theories on that is that I'm now getting A rated for the weakest parts of my team. And the weakest parts are fullbacks and goalkeepers. So they're more likely to be an A than the rest of the team. For example, attacking midfielders being B makes a little bit of sense. But then we've got Topple, who's very good. And look, this isn't a great year in central midfield. This isn't they're like, wingers is an E and strikers is an E. That's because they're not going to stack up against Rasmussen or they're not going to stack up against Topol. They've got to be seriously good. So it makes a lot of sense actually why I'm getting goalkeepers and fullbacks as an A, because like I said, they are going to be A's against my current fullbacks and goalkeepers, especially goalkeepers. My goalkeepers are nowhere near good enough for what we need to do to complete this challenge. So hopefully it says at least one goalkeeper is a good prospect, but at the bottom there's only one goalkeeper. You can't see it, but I promise you there's only one goalkeeper. So I don't know what the wording's weird with that. At least two of our fullbacks have plenty of promise. That's interesting because there's two left backs and one right back. So there's going to be at least one left back, hopefully. Fingers crossed that's good. Centre backs B, I mean, I'll take another centre back, but don't really mind that much. An attacking midfielder we should keep an eye on. Fair enough. But that is the preview. It's 5 stars, so I'm hoping we get a 5-star one. We'll see. I think Buffelli here, he's been here since 2039, and this is 2041. So this is either his first one, or the next one is going to be Buffelli's first one. I think it's 2 or 3 years until the new head of youth takes hold of your intakes properly, like signs the players through. So Buffelli, I mean, he's very good personality-wise and media handling. He's almost perfect, really. Actually, we should probably keep him until the end of the save now. So that's the preview shown then. Let's have a look at this intake. I need it to be good. We need some players in. Obviously, I'm only expecting maybe 2 elite talents, maybe 1. I'll be lucky with 3 or more now. I think there might not even be 1. It might just be 2 top talents or something. Anyway, less talking, more looking. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 elite talents. See, that's good, first of all. I'm just going to say that. That is very good. And I've got a left back, a centre back, and a goalkeeper. I mean, I don't know if their attributes match that, because the centre back is also a striker. So he might have like good finishing. Anyway, it's a 5-star intake, so that's true. So this makes me think that this one was Buffelli's intake. This is definitely, it says there, it could be a so-called golden generation with Dino Maric, the diamond, in a very strong group. And Dino Maric is a left back, complete wing back. And he can play right back. So that's really, really good. And he's only 4.5 star, which is strange. But let's have a look. What I was going to say at the start is these guys, as a lot of my players have done, by the way, more than half of these 5-star players that you guys watched me get through have gone down and not made it. There's so many 5-star players that have just not made it. In this whole save, I must have had 50, at least 50, 60 5-star players through. As you can see in my team right now, 15 have made it, like 25% maybe. So I'm not going to get my hopes up too much because these guys might not. They might all end up being 4-star potential and just filter out down the line. But hopefully we can at least get some backup players. And maybe one of them could be a first-team player. I'm hoping the goalkeeper. I'm a bit worried that he's only 1-star current ability. Again, as well, another thing is personality, isn't it? But now I do have players that can maybe mentor them. So let's have a look at these players. Fairly professional. Fairly sporting's not amazing. Fairly determined's quite good. Fairly loyal's not amazing either. Balanced, no. Balanced. A lot of them unambitious. Personality-wise, that's not the greatest. But the good thing is the top 4 players, the elite talents, haven't got a bad personality. They're not. 2 of them aren't amazing, but they're not bad. Last night on stream, we're in Portugal, doing this on Twitch if you guys want to follow the journey. We're in the 2nd tier now. We are fighting for promotion to the top flight in Portugal. And we haven't really got any amazing players yet. We haven't had a wonderkid yet. We're massively overachieving this current season. But last night I had an intake on stream, and it was 6 elite talents, and 4 of them was unambitious, and 2 of them were balanced. It wasn't good. And I don't have the players to mentor them either. So a bit rough, but that is the swings and roundabouts with the Youth Academy Challenge. So without further ado then, let's check out Victor Winderkild, because he is 3.5 and I could maybe get a decent backup player out of him. Let's have a look at Winderkild. I don't think I'm going to sign him up. If he had very good personality, I'd sign him up, but balanced on top of the fact that outspoken and volatile as well. We don't need him. We don't need him. Ov Dal Bagger is balanced and media friendly. If he's got decent attributes, I will sign him up. He's more of a wing back and a wide midfielder, isn't he? 13 dribbling. Good physicals. I'm going to sign him up. Because if he becomes a 4-star player, we might have a decent backup. And for £500 a week, that is nothing to us now, which is nice to see. I remember the amateur days at the start, guys. Dino Maric, apparently, is the guy that's the best in this intake. So we're going to leave him till last, and we're going to go to the top with Frederick Ibsen Jensen. He can play centre-back and striker. Fairly professional, so the best personality. Let's have a look. Oh, he's definitely a centre-back. That's nice. Thought maybe we'd get another striker we don't need. 14 tackling, 10 marking, 6'2". Decent physicals. Can work with that. That'd be nice if he turns out to be good. Yep, definitely happy with him. Hopefully he keeps his 5-star potential and doesn't go down to 4.5. And then I like to give him £500 because I like to think I'm treating these guys. £500 a week at 15-year-old is very, very nice, isn't it? I look after them and they should look after us. Next, we're going to go to Stefan Boylerson then, goalkeeper. This is the one I'm most excited about just because I need a goalkeeper so badly. I'm going to play him a few times next season in games that I'm expected to win because I should still win them. I might even play him in a couple of games at the end of this season because I'm miles in front in the league. So let's have a look at Stefan. Okay, I mean, he's not 5'11". He's not great, is he? I would have liked a taller goalkeeper, but not bad. 14 agility off the bat is good. 11 positioning, 13 decision making. His determination is not great. Fairly sporting is not amazing. First touch 1, composure 2, technique 4. So he's not going to be a play out from the back type keeper, but then he's got 11 vision. Strange. But physically he's quite good. Okay. Level headed. He's got favoured personnel of me, Buffelli, and Kofod, who was a professional under-19s coach. Let's sign him up as well, obviously. £500. Like I said, I like to give him 500. It's nice. There we go. No future clauses. Let's leave it at 500. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to wait until marriage to the last because I'm going to trust that Buffelli is right and he's going to be the best one. Nenad Petrovski. Now, we've got a Bosnian, but now we've got a second nationality of Macedonia. He's from Copenhagen. Attacking midfield, left and centre. I can do something with that. I do need a backup left midfielder. Let's have a look at Petrovski. Okay, yeah, he's good. 13 finishings are very good. Good pace, good balance, good agility, good acceleration. Small, but we can do with that. Don't know if we're going to use attacking midfielders. We are going to use wingers. Like I said, I do need a backup left winger as well. Got good hopes for him, I think. The traits as well, to me, look like, oh, he wants £500 off the bat. A good sign. The traits on Petrovski, knocks ball past opponent and likes ball played into feet, sort of give me attacking midfield vibes. Get the ball into feet, turn, knock it past opponents. I suppose that could be on the wing as well, couldn't it? But Petrovski looks very good. I'm happy with him. Left-footed as well, which is a nice little balance. And then we're going to go for the guy that apparently is the best one, Dino Maric. He's only 4.5, which is a bit annoying. But let's have a look at him. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, yes. So, I mean, straight away I've looked at his 15 tackling, 15 technique. Can head the ball. Good teamwork. Flair. I mean, that's why he's a complete wing-back, I guess. Inverted wing-back as well. Yeah, I understand that. Complete. I might just play him as a complete wing-back. He's not the tallest, and 4 natural fitness and 1 strength isn't great. But if we just hard focus and make him a flying wing-back, I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. He's very good, isn't he? Very, very good. I'm happy with that. That's at this point in the save, that is a good 8. Oh, he wants a lot of money. That's an 8.5 intake, I think. I'm happy with that. It's the best one in a couple of years. That's why I think it's Buffelli that's done that. So hopefully next season he can kick on and produce some more players. Because at the end of the day, my first team's good, but it's not amazing, is it? We had better players in Italy, as you'd expect. So that is going to be it, guys, for this video. Sorry if there's a bit of a waffle, but I have to keep you up to date with the players in the team. Otherwise, you're not going to follow it as much because you don't know who's playing. And then it just becomes a youth intake thing every single season. And you guys might lose a bit of attachment to the players. So I need to get a balance. Again, if I'm not reaching that balance, let me know in the comments. Leave a comment, leave a like as well, as you guys are doing. I love the fact that you're leaving likes, and a subscription on the channel. That would be amazing. And until next time, as always, I'll catch you then. Goodbye.